دوستان سلام. من کاوه شهروز هستم. Chances are by now you've seen a petition circulating online directed at the foreign ministers of G7 countries, calling on them to do two things. First, to demand that Iran immediately release all prisoners of conscience, and secondly, demanding that G7 countries expel Iran's ambassadors and high-level representatives to international institutions. We've been incredibly lucky in getting international support. In the span of 2 or 3 days, we've got 430,000 people signing this petition from across the globe. In fact, we're on track to become one of the most successful signed petitions in the history of change.org, which is the website that houses most of the petitions around the world. Because this petition has been so successful, a lot of people have had questions. Friends, fellow activists, and others have wanted to know more about it and its effects, and I'm happy to answer those questions for you. At the same time, the Iranian regime and its supporters have been spreading a lot of disinformation about this petition and its effects and who's behind it. And I'm here to dispel those rumors and to tell you the truth. So who's behind this petition? So the petition happens to bear my name, but it's not my personal petition. It only bears my name because I was the one that happened to upload it onto change.org. The group that's behind this petition is called Iranians for Justice and Human Rights. We're a very new group. We were formed in Toronto in the lead up to the October 1st rally that brought 50,000 people out to call for an end to the Islamic regime and for rights and democracy for all Iranians. This organization, you might have heard, is connected to this foreign power or that political group, and I'm here to tell you that all of that is false. We're a civic organization. We're not connected to any other party. We're not connected to any organization or any foreign country. It's comprised of civic activists, human rights activists, people that have been involved in the Iranian-Canadian community. Our most prominent member is someone whose name you surely know, Dr. Hamid Esmailion, a courageous man whose quest for justice in the case of PS 752 has truly inspired millions of people around the world. You may have also heard, often from supporters of the regime, that expelling Iranian ambassadors will make life difficult for those of you living abroad. This is actually false. We're calling for the expulsion of ambassadors and Iranian representatives in international institutions. Consular work, like getting your passport renewed or getting your birth certificate or so on. These things can happen at lower levels of diplomatic representation. They do not need ambassadors. The other thing that you may hear is that engaging in this kind of activity and signing this kind of petition is useless, that it will never get us anywhere. I'm here to tell you that the people that say this are often the same people that for years said it's pointless to try to get the IRGC sanctioned, it's pointless to try to get Javad Zarif sanctioned, and so on and so forth. These people don't say these things because they believe them. They say it because they want to discourage you from signing a petition, and they want to discourage you from standing up for human rights and democracy. The truth is that in the world of human rights and in the world of activism, things often seem incredibly difficult, maybe even impossible, until they suddenly become possible. And the way they become possible is through public pressure. And that's what this petition is all about. It's really important to remember what's at stake here. Iran's regime is a gender apartheid regime. It imposes gender apartheid. And it's really important that we treat an apartheid state the same way we treated apartheid South Africa. We need to diplomatically isolate it. We need to shame it internationally. We need to put pressure on it. And foreign governments need to work with the Iranian people directly to allow their revolution to succeed by themselves. So, in light of all this, I hope that you will sign the petition if you haven't already done so. And I hope that you will continue to join our movement. زن، زندگی، آزادی، به امید آزادی ایران.